The mysterious man on the television screen was none other than Baron Blade, risen from the dead. This time, the mad scientist was threatening to destroy Megalopolis with planted bombs all around the city. Can the Freedom Five sniff out all of the bombs the mad bomber has planted and stop their villainous foe before he destroys the city? Stay tuned to find out. Mad bomber Baron Blade begins his assault upon the city, hastening the doom of the players, dealing 2 toxic damage to each player. Baron begins his next action. Baron Blade hastens dooms again, dealing 2 damage to each hero. And acts again, placing a bomb into Megalopolis. The Wraith leads the heroes to find the bombs, sending Legacy out.
Legacy springs right into action with the old 1-2, dealing 2 melee damage to Baron Blade. Then Legacy prepares himself for a large enemy attack. Legacy galvanizes his allies and prepares for the next turn. Tachyon also springs immediately to action and nimbly strikes for 3 melee damage. Tachyon runs some tests, revealing the HUD goggles, helping her to prepare for the next attack.
Before deploying the bunker suit, he sets it to upgrade mode, knowing he'll need it later, summoning the Omni Cannon. While he prepares for the next turn, his upgrade mode loads up the mounted AP gun and holds for the next round. As Absolute Zero deploys out of his cryo chamber, he begins his conductive installations, collecting an isothermic transducer, knowing he'll also need his null point calibration unit. He decides to first deploy the isothermic transducer and will use his thermodynamics to deal himself 1 fire damage, increased by 1 by galvanize, and deals 3 cold damage to Baron Blade. He prepares for the next turn. In Megalopolis, an impending casualty takes the attention of the players. Bunker takes the time to react to it. One hero may discard their hand. If they do, draw 2 cards, then destroy this card, destroying the impending casualty. Destroying it. Baron Blade hastens the doom of the players.
We shuffled, honest.
And shuffles another bomb into the environment. At the end of his turn, he adds yet another bomb into the environment.
Does that turn those cards into environment cards?
No. As soon as the bomb is the top card, it explodes, even before it's revealed.
Okay. Legacy's galvanize dissipates. He swings with another 1-2 punch,
dealing 3 damage to Baron Blade, his nemesis.
Very good. Inspiring presence regalvanizes his allies. Legacy's allies are extra galvanized.
Such galvanization.
Such galvanization. They are practically made of steel.
Hence science.
Tachyon's HUD goggles allows her to play with expedited efficiency.
Gotta protect those eyes.
The most nimble of strikes.
Dealing 8 damage to Baron Blade.
Tachyon heads back to the lab and fails to find something different to throw at the boss.
The upgrade mode ends. and Bunker's weapons load up. Equipping his expendable power bank and initializing his Omni Cannon. He prepares for the next round. Going through more conductive installations, Absolute Zero begins to prep his focused apertures and equips them. He then uses his thermodynamics to deal himself 3 fire damage. To deal Baron Blade 6 cold damage. A bank heist begins in Megalopolis, and a Baron bomb explodes, dealing each non-villain target 2 projectile and 2 fire damage. Absolute Zero's isothermic transducer reacts, dealing 5 cold damage back. So the 2 fire turns into 5 cold. So bank heist in progress. On each hero's start phase, the hero may skip to their draw phase. After a hero does so, destroy this card. Okay. Baron Blade prepares another bomb. And another bomb again.
After that beating, the allies feel a little less galvanized. Legacy's danger sense tingles and pep talks up his allies, preparing everyone for the next go. The speedster helps her allies to pick up the pace. Everyone gets to draw a card. Tachyon pushes the limits, causing a sonic vortex,
dealing 5 damage to the robbers and Baron Blade.
Because she's pushing the limits, she also causes an accelerated assault. Deals each non-hero target 1 melee damage. So 3.
Defeating the bank robbers.
Sucker punching Baron Blade. She heads back to the lab, adding more to her arsenal and preparing for the next onslaught.
Absolute Zero equips his null point calibration unit and unleashes a Hoarfrost. First, dealing 4 cold damage to Baron Blade.
5.
It's 2.
Plus 2.
3, 4, 5. 5 cold damage. In a risky act, he heats himself up, blasting himself for 4 fire damage. His isothermic transducer reacts, dealing 7 cold damage to Baron Blade. He then deals himself 3 cold damage, reacting his null point calibration unit. He then deals himself 4 cold damage, reacting to his null point calibration unit that turns into health, and blasts himself for 3 fire damage, which causes his isothermic transducer to react for 6 cold damage to Baron Blade, nearly defeating their foe. Well, then I could use a power.
He looks bloodied.
He looks bloodied. He then uses his thermodynamics to deal himself 3 fire damage, attempting to defeat their foe. Oh no, defeating his foe. That's it.
What?
Yep. Defeating Baron Blade.
In an act of sacrifice.
An act of self-sacrifice. Absolute Zero went supernova on his enemy.
He never played a villain card?
All the Hasten Dooms he played.
What?
He played a bunch of Hasten Dooms. He shoveled a bunch of cards into the environment.
You gave me loaded dice.
We wrecked him.
Should we have done advanced mode? What's the difference? Yeah, we did. That was crazy. Okay, so advanced. Baron Blade deals the hero target with the highest HP 8x irreducible cold damage. Where X is the number of cards under this card's +1. How did we get
1.
cards under him?
From the bombs exploding. Only 1 bomb blew up.
Oh. Wow.
A double galvanized.
The heroes destroyed. Baron Blade crawled out of his hole only to get massacred.
The Baron's villainous plot was vanquished by the Freedom Five, and the city is saved once more. What fantastic challenge awaits the heroes next time? Come back next week to find out. All right, that was a very great victory, playing that critical event.
Good times.
The heroes have defeated the Mad Bomber and move on to the next event. Thank you guys for joining. We'll catch you guys next time.